So we now see from Kazakhstan another of the medal favourites here. Otkunsetgig Galbadrak switched her allegiance to Live the Dream, born in Mongolia, now competing for Kazakhstan. That's her in white against Lima of Guinea-Bissau in the blue. 5 athletes here from the African nation. The first games were back in '96, no medalists under those colours, but maybe Lima, wearing the blue, can start to do something about that. An intriguing contest, this one. So Kazakhstan in white, Galbadrak and Lima in the blue.
Interesting story, Galbadrak. She was the number 2 choice in Mongolia. Just an up-and-coming one. Munkbat was the world champion. Munkbat's here for Mongolia. So she decides that she's going to compete for Kazakhstan. Starts the qualification right off the bat, just about 9-10 months ago, and worked her way up to number 4 in the world rankings. I think it's number 4. Is she number 4 in the world rankings?
She's number 6, I think.
Number 6 in the world rankings, but amazing story. But she's also beaten Munkbat twice, the last 2 times, in their head-to-head. So should be very interesting. But Munkbat, for me, is going to be one of the true favourites on the other side. But anyway, watch out for Galbadrak. But watch out for Lima too, because Lima almost surprised her there with a backward technique there. Ouchigari drove her opponent backwards. And Galbadrak has started on the back foot.
She's got extra reach, that's for sure. She's a tall lady and remaining, of course, quite agile. She too has switched allegiance from Brazil. 2013 that occurred, dual nationality. Her father born in Guinea-Bissau, and that's where she's decided to compete so that she could be here, I suppose. Much harder to make it into Olympic competition if you are trying to represent Brazil. So tough and tight, and so many, as we've talked about, so many elite athletes in this sport of judo from Brazil. Now she's really getting into it though.
My goodness, she just took Galbadrak over there. Galbadrak, one of the most consistent in the qualification events, and she's had amazing form, and she looks absolutely flat here. And Lima just drives with that Ouchigari again, that driving inner thigh throw, took her backwards, just drove her onto her back, gets a Wazari, and she's well ahead here. And I've got to say that Galbadrak just looks out of sorts.
You're right, she does. She's almost taken aback from the moment she walked in. Perhaps she, like we, had read the bio of Lima saying that she's 5'5". Well, she's not that. She's nearly 6'5". She's a big, tall girl, and using that frame well. Attempting to sweep the feet there. Galbadrak just unable to do it outside the mat. They'll come back in and reset.
Yeah, well, really struggling, isn't she, Galbadrak? Yeah. Pushing forwards. Lima playing a very good tactical match here. Going to get penalised for that. She just dropped onto her hands and knees there, and you can't do that.
Galbadrak shapes like a boxer as she's ready to go to get that grip. She is really keen, bouncing on her feet, trying to get up high, create the leverage to take her opponent down. She's almost got it, has to let go, grips again with the left.
Yeah, she's looking for the counter as well, Galbadrak, but Lima is gone into defensive mode. She's got 1:13 to hold on to this. Now Galbadrak starts to go into it, and she's got the Wazari back. Galbadrak has just evened it all up. So, good persistent stuff there, and it was too early for Lima to go into defensive mode, and she's paid the price. Now watch out for Galbadrak, because Galbadrak is going to come forwards, and she's done so well to pull that back. So now Lima has got to fight to try and get another score on the board. All of a sudden, she's got to attack again. It's no good going just defensive. Galbadrak pulled that out the bag. This to get to that brilliant attack there from Lima. Well turned out. Galbadrak does well, lands on her hands and knees. Got to land on your side or on your back to warrant a score. So it's all of a sudden changed. Galbadrak now trying to gain the advantage on the ground. As she hasn't got the strangle, looking for the strangle, and Lima is going to have to attack soon. 11 seconds. Are we going to see our first golden score? Possibility here of seeing our first golden score.
Okay.
If it's all evens, then any score on the board, whether it's a penalty, throw, hold down, arm lock or strangle, will win the match. So it does go into golden score. First one that we've had. Either one now. So the whole idea now, apply pressure on. If you can get your partner penalised, then fine. If you can throw them, arm lock or strangle them or hold them, then you can win.
So is it more counter-attack or attack? Do you wait or do you go?
You can't wait, because otherwise you're in danger of getting the penalty for not attacking. So it's all-out attack, got to attack, and it really is attacking within the allotted time. And 90% of all golden scores tend to be won in the first minute.
Okay, the sport just keeps on giving, the crowd loving every moment of it. This is what the Olympic Games is all about.
Yeah, the clock ticking up in golden score. It ticks down for the first allotted time. This one, it goes up and up and up, and as long as you're attacking within the allotted time, it carries on. So it's ad infinitum, the time limit, as long as they're attacking. Longest golden score I've seen is 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes on top of the allotted time. And that takes good condition, I tell you. It takes good condition.
Yeah, you don't go for a run to warm down after that.
No, absolutely. They can't afford the penalties. They know that. They've got to go forwards. There's the attack from Galbadrak. Lima has to fire back. Can't afford to go near the edge. Small backup there from Galbadrak. Can't be seen to be pushing your opponent out either. So the referee gives the penalty to Lima. Galbadrak is going through. I thought that was just a little bit too quick, but I mean, what do I know? Anyway.
What we do know is that it's over, and rightly or wrongly, there's your victor. Not wrongly, there's no wrong about it. They both deserved it. They were both unlucky, or the loser was always going to be unlucky.
Yeah, this is the comeback from Galbadrak. Talk about under pressure. She was a Wazari down. That got her the Wazari. Took it into golden score. In the end, she gets a Shido against her opponent. She wins the match. Goes through to the quarterfinals.